Hello friends, welcome to Intellective Tech. So in this video we will see another question of TCS Code Beta. The problem is maximum digital time. Okay, so let's see the problem. The objective is to form the maximum possible time in the given format. The format is hour, minute and second. Okay, using any 6 of 9 given single digits. Okay, so you will be given 9 single digits. Okay, not necessarily distinct. Okay, so you have to use any 6 digit and you have to form the maximum possible time in given format. For better understanding, let's go through this statement. Okay, so given a set of 9 single not necessarily distinct digits, say, so the digits can be 00, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. It is possible to form many distinct times in a 24-hour time format. The format is all you can see here: hours, then minutes and then seconds. So here is 9 digits given and it is not necessarily distinct. It can be distinct and it can be duplicates also. Okay, so using these 9 digits you can form distinct times in a 24-hour time format. Okay, so you can form here, you can see that we can form 17 hours 36 minutes and 40 seconds, or you can form 10 hours 30 minutes and 41 seconds. You can form many other distinct times also. Okay, by using each of the digits only once. Okay, so that means you cannot use a single digit multiple times while forming the distinct times in a 24-hour time format. Okay, so here you can see that here we are using 0 twice because 0 is occurring twice in our input. That is why we can use 0 twice. If 0 was occurring once, so we cannot form this time. Okay, because every single digit you have to use only once. The objective is to find the maximum possible valid time. So obviously it can be valid to in 24 hours format. Okay, that can be formed using some 6 of 9 digits exactly once. Okay, so you can use only once a digits. In this case it is 19 hours 48 minutes and 37 seconds. So using these 9 digits you can form this time. That will be the maximum one in 24-hour format. So the answer will be 19 hours 48 minutes and 37 seconds. Before moving forward, let's see the input format and output format also. So the input will be a line consisting of a sequence of 9, not necessarily distinct single digits, any of 0 to 9. So obviously there are 10 digits only, so it can be 0 to 9 and separated by commas. Okay, the sequence will be non-decreasing order. So here you can see the sequence, so 0 comma 0 comma 1 comma 3 comma 4 and so on. And what will be the output format? The maximum possible time in a 24-hour clock in a hour, minute and second form, that can be formed by using some 6 of 9 given digits in any order precisely only once each. Okay, if no combination of any side digits will form a valid time, the output should be word impossible. So you have to print impossible also if you are not able to form any time in 24-hour time format. Okay, so I hope you understood the problem and the simple input output. Okay, so let's see the approach how we will solve this problem. So this was our default input. Okay, so what we will do, we know that there are 10 digits possible. So what we will do, we will first create a list of size 10 and every cell will store 0 initially, and we will after that we will it iterate this input list. Okay, so in Python code you can say that you can iterate like this, in Java you can iterate like this. Okay, so first of all we will iterate the for digit in input list. So in first iteration you will get 0 in digit. So what we will do, we will increment the LST of digits plus equal to 1. So digit is 0, so LST of 0 plus equal to 1. So initially it is 0, so 0th cell value will become 1. In second iteration again you will get 0, so digit will hold 0, so LST of 0 plus equal to 1. So initially it is 1, now it will become 2. Okay, so 0th cell value is 2. After that we will get 1. Okay, so LST of 1 plus equal to 1. So we will increment the first index value by 1. So initially it was 0, it will become 1. Same like that we will go for another digit, so we will get 3. So LST of 3 plus equal to 1, and again we will get 4, so LST of 4 plus equal to 1. Then we will get 6, so LST of 6 plus equal to 1. Then we will get 7, so LST of 7 plus equal to 1. Then we will get 8. Then we will get 9. Okay, so after iteration, so we will have successfully stored the occurrence of every digits. Okay, that means 0 is occurring twice, 1 is occurring once, and second index value is 0. That means 2 is not present in the input list, and third is occurring once, 4 is occurring once, and 5 is not occurring. That is why fifth index value is 0, and 6 is occurring once, and so on. Okay, so first of all, we have successfully stored the occurrence of every digits in LST. Okay, so this was our first step. After that, let's create an array of size 6, because the first two cell will store hours, the next two cells will store minutes, and the last two cells will store seconds values. Okay, and what will be the possibilities? Let's see first possibilities. So at first index we can store 0 or 1 or 2. Okay, because we want time in 24-hour format. Okay, so firstly we want maximum possible time. Okay, so first we will look for 2. If 2 is available in LST, so we will store 2. Otherwise we will look for 1. If 1 is also not available, then we will look for 0 in LST. Okay, and the this cell value is depend upon the values stored at first cell. Okay, let's see how. If first cell value is 0, so the second cell value will be, it can be 0 to 9. Okay, we will find the maximum in between 0 to 9, and if we will get the maximum, we will store that in second cell. If first cell value is 1, then again we can store values between 0 to 9. So here you can see the time, that is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and so on. If the first cell value is 1, so here you can see that it is 1. And in case of 0, so here you can see that also we have 0 to 9 digits we can store at second cell. Okay, but if first cell value is 2, so we will have only 5 ways. Okay, in second cell we can either store 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, we cannot store 5 because the limit will be exceeded and we will get 25, but we have to form the time in 24-hour format. Okay, so I hope you got it till here, you have no doubt. If we talk about minutes, so let's see what we can store at third index. So we at third index we can store 0 to 5, values between 0 to 5. Okay, so we will look maximum values between 0 to 5, and if we will get, so we can store at third index. So why we cannot store 6? Because if we will store 6, so here whatever we will store, so that will be not the valid minutes. So that is why we are looking for 0 to 5, between 0 to 5 at third index. Okay, whatever the values between 0 to 5, so we can store at fourth index between 0 to 9, that will be the valid minute. Okay, so whatever you can take, so if you will store 5 here, so you can store here 0 also, that will be the 50 minutes. You can store 1 also, you can store 2 also, and so on till 9. Okay, so I hope you this is clear, and same we will follow for seconds also. We can here we can store between 0 to 5, and here we can store between 0 to 9. So that will be the valid second format. Okay, so I hope till now you have no doubt and you get an idea about how we are formatting the time in 24-hour format. Before moving towards code, let's observe this input list. So in this input list we have 4 times 0, and then 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so what will be the maximum possible time if we will use this list? So we will have maximum possible time, that will be the 24 hours, 00 minute, 00 second. So that will be the maximum time. Okay, so what we will do, so first of all we will check if we will have 2 and 4, and we will have 4 zeros, so we will directly print that value, that is 24 hours, and we will close the code. Otherwise we will use our logic and we will look for maximum possible time. Okay, so I hope you understood. Let's move towards code. So we have LST with these values, that is the count of every digit which is in input list. Okay, and we have time list, and initially every cell's value is 0. Okay, so let's come to algo. So I am discussing this algo, after that I will show you the full code. Okay, so let me discuss first this one. So we are iterating time list. Okay, so for I in range 6, so it will iterate from 0 to 5. Okay, and in first line we are taking maximum, and we are storing maximum with -1. Okay, if I value double equal to 0, so I have told you that if we are talking about this cell, so we can either store 0, 1 or 2 at this cell. Okay, so that is why we are taking condition, and maximum equal to return max, and we are passing LST, that is our count digit, and we are then passing we are 2, that is we can store either 1, 0 or 2. Okay, so let's discuss this function. Okay, so it is taking LST and R is the range, so initially it is 2. Okay, for I in range 2 comma minus 1 comma minus 1, so it will go 2 to 0, and in every iteration it will decrement by 1. So if LST of I greater than 0, so I value is initially 2, so we are checking if LST of 2 greater than 0, not condition is false, so it will again go, and I value will decrement by 1. So initially it was 2, it will become 1. So again it will check if LST of 1 greater than 0. So let's see, LST of 1 is greater than 0, condition is 2, so it will return I. So I value is 1, so it will return 1. So maximum will hold 1 here. Okay. After this line, after this line execution, so this will not execute, this will also not execute, this will also not execute, because if has already executed successfully at first iteration. So we will come to this line. So here we are checking if maximum greater than equal to 0. So maximum is 1, obviously it is greater than equal to 0. So what we are doing here, so LST of maximum minus equal to 1. So first of all we are decrementing it by 1, because we are using that digits in time, that is why we are decrementing it by 1. So now it is 1, so it will become 0 here. Okay. So after that we are saying time of I. So I value was 0 here at first iteration. So time of 0 equal to maximum. So time of 0 equal to maximum, maximum was 1. So here we will store 1. So we have successfully stored 1 here. So we will come to next iteration. So now I value will become 1. Now again we will come inside this, and same procedure we will follow. Maximum equal to minus 1, and if I double equal to 0, the condition is false, because I value is 1, not 0. So we will come to this line, else if I double equal to 1, yes, condition is true. So first of all we have two condition. If we are talking about this cell, so we have to check if whether this cell is holding 0 1 or it is holding 2. If it is holding 2, so we will take values between 0 to 3, and if it is holding 0 or 1, so we will take values between 0 to 9. That is why we are using this condition here. If time of 0 double equal to 2, so we will pass LST comma 3. And why we are not checking maximum between 0 to 4, why we are checking between 0 to 3? Because if first value is in time is 2 and you are taking 4, so you have to also check for 4 times 0. So I separate that condition into another if condition. That is why I am not checking here. That is why I am taking maximum between 0 to 3 only. Okay. So if time of 0 double equal to 2, so in our case time of 0 is 1, not 2, so this condition will false. We will come to else part, and here we are saying maximum equal to return max LST comma 9. If time of 0 is 0 or 1, so we can store values, maximum values between 0 to 9. So that is why we are passing 9 here. Okay. And in case if we have 2, so we will check maximum between 0 to 3. Okay. So I hope you understood. So this function will call and we will find the maximum one. So if you are not getting, so please don't worry, when I will show you the full code that will clear you more. So let me first clear the main logic of this code. Okay. So when this function will call, so LST comma 9. So this function will call for I. So I value will be 9 in range 9 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. Okay. So it will check LST of 9 greater than 0. So let's see our LST. So LST of 9 is 1, condition is true, it is greater than 0, so it will return I. So I value is 9, so it will return 9. Now maximum will hold 9 here. Okay, so we will come to this condition. If maximum greater than 0, so obviously condition is true, maximum is 9, it is greater than 0. So what we will do, LST of maximum minus equal to 1. So we are decrementing the last cell value, the ninth cell value, by 1. So initially it is 1, so it will become 0. Okay, and after that time of I equal to maximum. So I value as 1, so time of 1 is equal to maximum. So now time of 1 will be maximum, that is 9. So here we will store 9. So we get the hours value, that is 19. That will be the maximum. Now talk about minutes and seconds. After that I value will become 2. Now again maximum equal to minus 1. If I double equal to 0, no. I double equal to 1, no. So we will come here. If I double equal to 2 or 4. Why I have taken 2 or 4? Because for 2 and 4 the values of range will be same. That is we can store between 0 to 5. And for 3 and 5 the values of range will be same. That is between 0 to 9. That is why I have taken the both in one condition. So if I value is 2, this condition will be true, so it will call function return max LST comma 5. So it will check maximum between 0 to 5. Okay, so for I in range R, same -1 so LST of 5 greater than 0. So let's see, LST of 5 greater than 0, no, condition is false. So again I value will be decrement, so it will become 4. LST of 4 greater than 0, so LST of 4 is greater than 0, condition is true, so it will return I. So max it will return 4. Okay, so here maximum will hold 4. So this condition will not true because this has been executed. So we will come to this line. If maximum greater than equal to 0, so obviously maximum is 4, so it is greater than 0. So LST of maximum minus equal to 1. So first of all we will decrement it by 1. So initially it is 0, so 1 it will become 0. And again time of I equal to maximum. So I value is 2, so time of 2 equal to 4. So we will store here 4. So this will not true, okay, because if has already been executed, same iteration it will go, I value will become 3. Okay, so if I value will be 3, so this function will be called. Okay, so and we can store values, maximum values between 0 to 9. Okay, so let's see which will be the, so if for I in range 9 comma -1 LST of 9 greater than 0. So if you talk about LST of 9, so it has already been 0, so the condition will be false. So again loop will iterate, I value will decrement by 1. Now I value will be 8, so LST of 8 greater than 0. So let's see, LST of 8 is 1, it is greater than 0, condition is true. So what we will do, we will return 8 from here. Okay, so this function, this maximum will hold 8 here. Okay, after that we will come here, if maximum greater than equal to 0, the condition is true, so LST of maximum minus equal to 1. So LST of 8 minus equal to 1, now it will become 0. And time of 3 equal to maximum, so maximum is 8, so time of 3 will be 8 here. Okay, now I value will become 4. So for I equal to 4, so this condition will be true. So we will check maximum between 0 to 5. Okay, so we will again this function will call and it will, let's see maximum between 0 to 5. So LST of 5 greater than equal to 0, no. LST of 4 greater than equal to 0, no. LST of 3 greater than equal to 0. So from here we will function will return 3. Okay, so the maximum will hold 3 from here. So this will not execute because this has been already executed. So we will come to this line. Again we will check maximum greater than equal to 0. So 3 greater than equal to 0, condition is true. So LST of maximum minus equal to 1. So first of all it will decrement by 1, so it will become 0. Okay, and time of 4 equal to maximum. So time of 4 it will hold 3. Got it? And next time, the last time loop will iterate and this condition will be true. Okay, this one will be true, so it will check maximum between 0 to 9 false, and for 7 it will true, so it will return 7 from here. So maximum will hold 7 at this line. And when we will come here, so maximum, if maximum greater than equal to 0, so LST of 7 minus equal to 1. So first of all we will decrement it by 1, so it will become 0. And time of 5 equal to maximum, so maximum is 7, so we will store here 7. Okay, we got the maximum time, that is 19 hour 48 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay, after that we will exit from this loop. And now what we have to do, we have to just print the our time values separately by colon. Okay, so I hope till now you have no doubts. If at any iteration we are not able to get the maximum value, so this function will return -1 from here. Okay, because if this for loop will execute and this one will never be true, so we will exit from this for loop and after that it will return -1. Okay, so here we are checking if maximum greater than equal to 0. So if suppose it return -1, so this condition will be false, we will come to this line. So else flag equal to false and we will break from this loop, because there is not possible to make time in 24-hour format. Okay, so in that case we will break from this loop. This is Python code. So first of all we are taking input and input is coming separated by comma, that is why we are splitting by comma. So input list will hold all digits in integer format and we are creating here list, and every cell's value will store 0 initially. And first of all we are storing counts in LST. Okay, and after that we take in time, and every cells in time will hold 0 and the size of times list will be 6. And we are taking flag equal to true and notation equal to -1. And first of all we have to take a maximum one, that is 24 hours. So first of all we will check if LST of 2 greater than 0, LST of 4 greater than 0, and LST of 0 greater than equal to 4, that is 0 is occurring greater than 4. So at that time we can form the 24 hour, that will be the maximum one. So we will print 24 hours, and notation will be 0, and that's it. Okay, otherwise we will iterate the loop which I told you here. Okay, same loop we will iterate. Okay, and here we will first check if after exiting from this loop, here we will check if notation double equal to -1. So if notation will be -1, that means this one is not printed. So we will come inside this and we will check if flag double equal to false, that is the we will print impossible, that is we cannot form 24-hour format, otherwise we will print the time list values accordingly and separated by colon. Okay, so I hope you understood the problem. So let me show the code in Java also. Okay, so this is the Java code. So here is the static method return max, that will be the return maximum digit which will be in the LST. Okay, and it will return the index, otherwise it will return -1. Now come to main method. So here we are creating object of buffer reader. We will take input using buffer reader. You can use a scanner class also. Okay, now br.readline.split by comma, because input is coming separated by comma, that is where we are splitting that input by comma. Okay, so input array will store every digits and that will be of type string. After that we will create LST. We will store count of every digits into that LST and the size will be 10. Now we will iterate the input array, that will be of type string digit and colon input. So in every iteration we will have a digit into digit variable, and first we have to convert that into integer, and then we will say lst of dig plus plus. Okay, so we will store the count of every digit into lst using that logic. After that we will create an array of time, that will be of size 6. Okay, and we will take boolean flag equal to true and notation equal to -1. And first of all we have to first check the maximum possible. So we will check lst of 2 greater than 0 and lst of 4 greater than 0 and lst of 0 greater than equal to 4. Then we will print 24 hours 00 minute 00 second, and we will store 0 in notation. Okay, and after that this loop will executes. Okay, which I explained you earlier. And here we will check if notation double equal to -1, that means this line is not printed. So we will go inside this loop and this if condition, and we will check if flag double equal to false, then we will print impossible. That means we come from here, that is loop is breaked and we are unable to find the maximum one in any condition. Okay, so we break from this loop, and that is why flag value is false. So we will check first flag double equal to false, so we will print impossible, otherwise we will print the time values separated by colon. Okay, so I hope you understood the problem. Let me run this code, that will clear you more. So you can see that according to our default input, the answer is 19 hours 48 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay, so I hope you understood the problem and approach and the solution. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos and join my Telegram channel if you are preparing for the code beta. Thanks for your time. See you in the next video.